All right, now in this video, we're going to go over basically setting up your theme. By this point, you should have your Shopify account set up. You've got a basic store. This is a screen you'll be looking at. You'll either see your trial is started, or if you go ahead and select the plan, then you'll see what plan you're on. And you'll see there's some basics, adding a product to start selling, customizing your online store. They're really great about giving you the steps to get everything set up, right? So they really do walk you step by step by step. So with their training and with this video, I'm very confident that you're going to be able to set up a customized store very easily, even if you have literally no technical experience. Shopify is that great. So the first thing that you want to do to set up your theme, to start customizing your store, is come over here to the left-hand side. Now, mind you, the Shopify platform, they make updates quite often. So they'll change the color, they'll move some buttons around. So if you're watching this video and things look a little bit different, don't worry. It's just almost impossible to film a new video every time they move one button. But essentially, you're looking for online store, okay? Now, if you click on this, it's going to pull up a couple of options. So you'll see this drop down: blog posts, pages, navigation, domains, preferences. You want to go ahead and click on themes, okay? So what I love about Shopify is they have these powerful optimized themes that are proven to convert. So you don't have to worry about hiring a web designer or paying money for these crazy themes. Now, in the future, if you want to make customizations and all that stuff, like you're getting really big, you can still do all of that, right? But to start, it's very smart to use what they provide you with because they are proven, okay? So when you get right here, you can kind of scroll down and you'll see that they have free themes, and then they have themes that you can purchase. Here's the beautiful thing about what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to show you how to use the free themes, because when I first started, and still to this day, we use a free theme. Okay, so we do use a free theme, and we beefed it up a little bit as our needs have progressed. But starting out, this is what you need to do. You need to duplicate exactly what we did. So if you scroll down right here and you click on free themes, see where it says explore free themes. Let's go ahead, let's click that. It's going to pull up the free options that they have available. And I kind of have a go-to here that I'm going to recommend, but you're more than welcome to choose any of these themes. And just so you know, you're not bound and tied to the theme that you choose right now. At any time you want, with a click of a button, you can go change the theme, the look, the feel, the logo, everything. And they make it so easy. All right, so we're just going to scroll right on down here, and we're going to look for what's called the supply theme. Now, the supply theme is a proven converter. It's what we use. It's what so many of our students have used and still use to this day. If you click on it, it's going to pull up a couple of options. So it's going to ask you if you want the light theme or the blue theme. So you'll see as you click on these buttons, things look a little bit different. I recommend you go with the light theme, okay? So all you have to do is choose which version you want. You'll be able to customize colors and all that. And just hit this button that says add supply. So watch this. We're going to click add the supply theme. Now Shopify has added this theme to our store. So we'll see it right here. Now, the cool thing about Shopify is they know that you might change things around a bit. They know that you might, switch themes and test other things. So you can have all of your options loaded into Shopify. Okay, so even ones that you're not currently using, you can have them all loaded right here. And you'll notice that to the right side of the supply theme, it has customize and it has actions. So if you click on actions, it's going to ask you if you want to preview this theme or if you want to publish it, okay? Don't worry about these options right now. They really make no difference at the moment. So to preview the theme, it's just basically going to show you your store, which right now your store is empty. This is what we have. We have a clean slate. There is nothing on here. But by the time we're done with this training and you go through the series of trainings I put together for you, you are going to have an amazing and professional looking store with a high converting theme. All right, so what you want to go ahead and make sure that you do it now so you don't forget it, is just go ahead and hit publish. Basically, you're telling Shopify to go ahead, publish this theme to your store, and make it active, because this is what we want to use. And it's not like we have any traffic right now. We just opened up our store. So we'll see it up here. See, now it says supply theme, right? All right, so this is our clean slate. Now what we want to do is we want to come in here and we want to customize this theme. All right, this is the fun part. Like, I get so excited about this, and I have students literally that when they see this, they freak out because they're like, I had no idea it was so easy to get everything set up. So this is how you go in and you can drag and drop, point and click, customize the way that your Shopify store looks and feels, and really make it unique and put your own twist on things. So to start, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see kind of like the whole canvas here. They allow you to preview what your store looks like on mobile and on desktop. All you have to do is click up here. Very simple, right? And then over here on the left-hand side, they have these features where you can just kind of drag and drop stuff. But what I want to do out of the gate to get started is have a real clean slate, right? So what we're going to do is, and I recommend you do this, see there's slideshow, collection list, feature collection, so on and so forth. I want you to click each one. See how when I click it, this submenu opens, and I want you to hit remove section, okay? So collection list, remove section, feature collection, remove. All right, just start with a clean slate, okay? Because we're going to design ours the way that I design things, okay? So we're going to do this the best way possible. So you'll notice that we've deleted these sections off of the page. Now, mind you, you don't have any products yet or anything like that. We're just setting up the layout and the canvas and the color scheme of our store. All right, so what I want to do now is if you look over here, there's a little button that says add section, okay? And then there's footer and header. What we want to do is we've got our header up here, right? We've got our footer down here. The Shopify does all of this for us. We just want to customize it a bit and make it simple, sleek, and something that's going to really get customers to convert. So let's hit add a section. Now it's going to pull up all sorts of stuff, and I know sometimes people get here and they're like, oh my gosh, you know, what do I do? How do I fix this? And how do I set this up? You don't have to worry about that. I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. So the first thing that you want to do, you see where it says collections here? Let's go ahead and let's click on featured collection. All right. So you'll notice that this is going to put a little list of a couple of products that you have. All right. And then you've got collection list, which we'll be using as well. All right. So let's go ahead and let's add a featured collection. All right, now you can name this collection. So I usually name this something like our, top selling items. And this is like a little title that customers will see. So you would put like your top selling items here, or your featured items, or maybe you might even put your hot deals right here. And you can also choose how many items you show per row. You just drag and drop. I recommend that you do 4 or 5. Okay, so it just depends on how many products you have on your store. And then what you want to do is you want to hit, let's see, the back button. Yeah, go ahead and hit the back button. So you'll see here now that we have hot deals. All right, so this is our site. All right, nothing special yet, but just wait. All right, we're going to add another section, okay? Now, this time, rather than a feature collection, we're going to add what's called a collection list, all right? So when I add this, you notice it's 2 really big photos right here, all right? This looks really good on the front of your store. So what we want to do is we want to add a collection list, all right? Now, it's going to have, over here in the submenu, it's going to give you the option to put 2 different featured collections here. Now this might be on the left dog stuff, and this one on the right might be cat stuff. This one on the left might be women. This one on the right might be men, right? So you're going to be able to customize any and all of that very, very soon, okay? Now back up here at the top left, you just hit back. Now this is our site. All right, so I wanted to do it this way to show you something, all right? I don't like having the hot deals right here at the top and these 2 big photos at the bottom. The way that we've always done our Shopify store is having this on the top. So how do you do that, right? Well, it's simple. You just come over here to the left-hand menu and you see these little dots right here. all you do is click them, and check this out. You can drag and drop and move everything around. So we're going to put the collection list up here at the top. There you go. Very simple. So now we have our 2 featured product collections, and then we have our hottest deals down here. And we're going to replace all of these throughout our journey through this training with very awesome products that should convert, right? So it's that simple. Literally now, the home page is set up with the right template. Like, I know you're probably like, oh, I thought it would be much more complicated than that, but it's not. You want to keep it simple and to the point, okay? You don't need to flood your home page with a bunch of junk. All right, now, the next thing that we want to do is see up here at the top, look up here, top. It says theme settings. All right, now this is going to allow us to customize the look and the feel of our Shopify store. So we can change the logo, the colors, the fonts, everything. And we put all of our social media on here. It's so simple to do this. And I really encourage you to have some fun with this and to really make it your own with your own color scheme and stuff like that. So the first thing is colors, all right? You'll notice that, and I'm going to zoom in and see if I can make this a bit bigger because I know you're watching this via video. You've got primary colors, secondaries, accents. I mean, literally, like, they let you choose everything. It is wild. All right. So a lot of people get confused with primary content and main menu background. So they'll come here and say, I want to change the background color. This is our main menu right here where it says home and category and it's brown. What you want to do is, I recommend changing it from that color. A lot of people just use black. Right? So you would come down here first and go to your main menu background. It's under header. So you'll notice it's all sectioned off, right? General, header, text, footer. All right, so let's click on main menu background. Now we can change, you'll notice the color of this is changing. A lot of people are using black this year, and it's because it's sleek and it's modern and it looks good. So you might just simply want to go with black because it converts. If you look at some of the biggest online stores, they're literally black and white. I personally, for my store, use green. Okay, so our store has a green theme, and you might notice I really like green throughout this process as you become a more engaged student of mine. So I try to kind of find like these flat colors, like this flat green right here, not like neon or anything like that. It really needs to be elegant, and your store, you can make it look like a very valuable and high-priced store. All right, so we've changed that. So now our menu is green, right? So very, very simple. Now you see where it says example product title. These are little links that your products will have next to them. They're still brown, right? So we don't want that to be brown. You might want that to kind of change. You might want that to match with the color of your header. Or you might just simply want to make them black or gray, okay? So that's where primary content comes in. See, it says text links and buttons. I might just come in here and just choose black, honestly, because it's sleek, it looks good. And you don't want a rainbow as your website because it distracts people. Generally, people use like 2 main colors, and that's it. And that's great for conversions. All right, so we've got our green header here, and we've got our links now are going to be in black, okay? So you can also come in here, and just to kind of screw around a little bit and show you, you can change the background of stuff. I would recommend just leaving it the color that it is though. And then your text and links, you can change the color of everything in those. I recommend leaving those the way that they are. Honestly, I would leave everything the way that it is. I would change this color up here, and I would just make sure that you change these primary content. But you can go in and play with all of this and really make some cool stuff. I just kind of leave it really, really simple and elegant, okay? So now let's hit back, and we can play with our typography. So this allows you to control what font is used on your store for all of these words and letters and so on and so forth. So if you look at like heading styles, you can choose any and all of these fonts. So you can go from Times New Roman to Garmin, and you'll notice that this up here changed. You can really do whatever you want. I personally, once again, I leave all of this the way that it is. And I always hit this button that says capitalize headings because I feel like headings should be capitalized. Notice how shop for now is capitalized. So it'll make sure that it makes everything capital letters. Your navigation buttons, you can change all of the color of these, the size, all that good stuff. I would honestly, I would just leave it the way that it is. Like, I mean, it's already set up nicely with the best fonts, in my opinion. Shopify tries their best to make it perfect for you out of the gate. Then you've got your Favicon. Now, your Favicon isn't something you'll probably deal with right now, but sorry, I was taking a sip of my water. A Favicon is what shows up in the tabs in somebody's browser. So if you look up here at the top left, you see where it says this tab that my mouse is hovering over. See the little green Shopify icon? And then over here, the little red icons and all that. So in someone's browser, you can use a Favicon. So if they have a lot of tabs open, they can quickly recognize your store's logo. So if you have a logo, it gives you the right size here. You can just upload it, but that's not a requirement. But I would recommend that eventually, okay? Then you've got your shopping cart that you can set up, okay? So your shopping cart, depending on what theme you're using, that we're using the supply theme, you can either have a drawer, a page, or a modal. All right, so a drawer is not something I recommend. A page is not something I recommend. By default, it's on modal. Leave it this way. Trust me, it just works, okay? There's just different ways you can display the cart to people when they want to purchase. A modal window is a little pop-up, and you'll see that in a bit. For your social media, all right, so if you want to have your social media accounts on here, and you'll see later on in this training, we go over setting up your Facebook pages, your Instagrams, your Pinterest, your Twitter, all that good stuff. What's really neat is it will display all of that stuff to users for you. So I don't have any for this demo store, but we'll just type some in, like https:// twitter.com, Adrian Morrison. Now, you would want to put your brand in there, okay? Just, throwing that out there. Facebook, we would do https:// facebook.com/Adrian Morrison official. So this is linking your website, your Shopify store. It's going to allow people to quickly and easily access your social media outlets, right? So you would go in and fill any of these out, even as Snapchat and Tumblr. You should have all of these eventually. All right. And that's that. Like, you can set that up now. You can set it up later. Not a big deal. All right. Then you've got price format. So I would leave this the way that it is. You want to show cents. And then you've got checkout. Now, the checkout is a very important section, okay? When somebody's going to a product and they're buying something, you want to make sure that they have your logo at the top, because you always want to be branding. What I love about Shopify is it allows you to brand other sources like Amazon and eBay and everything. They're not really building your brand. If you're selling on Amazon and eBay, and they're both great, like, I'm not saying you shouldn't. You should. Like, they're great sources. But the benefit of Shopify is that you're truly building your company, your brand. People will recognize you, right? And that is what builds up massive amounts of value. So we'll come back to checkout here in just a minute, okay? So we've got all of that set up, our colors and everything, social media. Now I want you to come back up here to sections. You see up here at the top left? Let's click on header. And with the header, right now we have our store name in here. That's going to be by default. You're really going to want to use a logo. And in this training, you'll see that there's a video on where you can go to get professional logos made, or how you can just simply make your own for free. It's very easy. You'll see that in a training later on. And listen, don't go like crazy and spend $1,000 on a logo. That's ridiculous, okay? Out of the gate, just make something simple and sleek, all right? Don't make something mega colorful, just simple and sleek, okay? I have a basic logo that I already have made for one of my stores, and all you have to do is literally just drag and drop it. And I'm dropping a file from my computer here, and you'll see what happens. Well, it's not supposed to do that. I just didn't drag and drop it the right way. Yes, you can actually mess up drag and dropping apparently. So anyways, if drag and dropping does that weird thing that it just did to me, so you just do it again. And so now you'll see that we have a great logo up here that says Gear Grabber, right? And this is how we start building our brand. You can make this logo smaller, you can make it bigger, all that good stuff. I recommend that you don't make it too big, and you can always go in and edit this and change certain little things. So you might come up here, just change the width of your logo, and notice how that made it a little bit smaller. I just changed it to 250. And there's also an announcement bar at the top that you can have up here if you want to announce something. See right here, the announcement bar. So if you're having like a Black Friday sale, right? You can do that, and you could even post a link to a specific, we'll get to this later, but a specific like item or collection that you're having a sale on. For now, I don't recommend that you use this, so you can leave that off, okay? So you'll notice now you have your logo on here, all that good stuff, and we're really, it's coming together. It's looking like a nice little site that we have things set up for. Now, because I refreshed without saving my settings, it added some things in here again that I had previously deleted. So always save your work. You'll see up here at the top right, you can hit save. That's no big deal. All I have to do is come back in here real fast and just remove these collections that it added back in by default. So we'll hit remove. All right, remove. You shouldn't have to do this. I accidentally hit a button. All right, so remove. And it's that simple. You make a mistake, no big deal. You just fix it, right? So here we go. We've got a nice little setup here. And coming back over here to theme settings at the top right, you want to do the same thing with your checkout process. All right, see this logo, Gear Grabber? What you'll want to do is do not mess with background image, okay? A lot of people get confused there. Right here where it says logo, you'll want to go ahead and take your company's logo and put it here as well. So you'll see this later, but when people are checking out in the shopping cart, it carries your logo over. So it's carrying your brand over. And you'll see once again, since I didn't hit save up here, Shopify reverted some things back. I'm sitting here telling you to save your work, yet I'm not doing it myself. So we'll just come back over here real quickly, make this black. And then we'll come back over here to our main menu background, and we'll get it back to our green color that we found. All right, so my brain is working a zillion miles an hour now as I set this up for you. Okay, let's hit save so we don't have to revert back. All right, so now we have everything set up. Like everything is just as it should be. Everything is good. We have all of our sections, all of our social media in here. Now what we need to do is we need to set up a product, okay? So coming back over here, I know that we're just setting up our theme now, but I feel like I should show you how to quickly add a product, because how do you get images right here? How do you get stuff on here now that you have it set up this way? This is a part of the process, okay? So what we want to do now is we want to go add a product to our Shopify store. All right, so let's do that really quickly. Okay, so we're just really quickly going to add a product so I can show you how to add it to your theme and everything. So one of the places we get products from is AliExpress. This is a great site for drop shipping. We'll also be doing print on demand and be using US vendors as well. You can use US vendors, you can use China vendors. It's really up to you. I'm just quickly going to find something. So let's just type in something like, let's just type in tactical watch. All right, because those are great sellers. Watches that are outdoors type watches and stuff. So right now we're not really doing a lot of product research and all this and that. We're just simply going to find a product that we can add to the site, okay? So you got to go in here and do your own product research. You got to find your products that you want to have on here. Let's just go ahead and let's click on this. How about this watch right here? Actually, I don't know why I'm being picky about this, but I want it to be a nice one. So let's do this. Let's go over here. And let's maybe do, let's see. Okay, let's do this one right here. All right, so looks like a good watch. It's $11 out the door, so it's a more expensive watch actually for AliExpress. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just quickly going to do a screen grab. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this watch, okay? And there'll be a whole module on adding products to your Shopify store. This is just super simple to show you something very specific, okay? We'll talk about vendors and research and all that good stuff in a bit. Now we're going to jump back over to Shopify, and on the left-hand side, we're going to hit products, okay? And now we're going to add a product to our Shopify store. So I'm just going to hit add a product. It's going to ask us for a title, so we're just going to say military style watch, and you'll put your description in here, and you can go edit all of this later. So not sold in stores. Check out this epic military style watch. All right, now, of course, later on in the course, you'll learn more about adding copy and descriptions here and all that good stuff. Now, to the right-hand side, it's going to ask us a couple of things. What type of product is this? So as you're adding stuff to your store, you always want to go ahead and put in what type of product it is. So I'm just going to simply type in watch. All right, and see how now it says add this product type? Boom, added. All right. The next thing it's going to ask is vendor. So Shopify is great because it understands that you may be getting products from various different drop shippers, right? So it allows you to keep up with that stuff. So I'm going to jump over here to AliExpress, and we see up here our vendor's name. See up here? This is the vendor. They actually have a very strange name, but this is their name, Shop2781031. Most of them have like more customized names, so that's actually quite weird. All right, so what we might do here is we'll just copy this name, okay, so we can keep up with things. Jump back over here, vendor, boom. All right, so this allows us to remember what the store name or what the vendor or dropshipper's name is on AliExpress. All right, so we'll put that there. All right, now the next thing that we're going to do as we scroll down is we're going to add the different images of the watch, okay? So remember, if you recall, we saved the image of the watch. It's so simple to do this, and there's other techniques for adding products we'll show you later, but this is just the most basic. I'm just going to drag and drop that photo right here. Boom, there we go. Pricing, we can add our price. So it was about $11 on AliExpress. So we might go in and sell this for $19.99, okay? Now, you can use compare it prices, and we'll get to those later. It's basically like, what would the suggested retail be? So this is the deal, and this is what, other people might be selling it for. All right, SKUs, barcode, don't worry about any of that when you're drop shipping. You're not really worried with this stuff. The product does require shipping, so there's a whole section in this training on setting up shipping and handling, so we're going to skip that for now. And if there are other variants, like other colors of the watch, you can add those variants, like blue, green, gray, whatever. All right, so we're just keeping it super basic, and we have now we've set this product up. Now, another thing is collections, so we're going to do that in a second. First, let's hit save. This is a longer module than I thought, but I just want it to be good for you, okay? All right, now it's live. Literally, this store is saved on this watch is saved on our store, and it's for sale, even though we're not fully set up yet. So you can view this on your store. You can view what it looks like, okay? So here's the image, and here's our title, all that good stuff, and it'll all look way better as we finish things up, okay? Jumping back over here to our main dash. The next thing that you're going to want to do is over here where it says products is you're going to want to add a collection. All right, see right here where it says collections on the far left. All right, so let's click collections. Collections are basically, think of them as aisles in a store. You've got your toy aisle, your bike aisle, you go into Walmart and there's a zillion aisles and they're all labeled, right? Or you go into a big store and they usually have aisle numbers and aisle labels. Collections are like aisles, right? So you organize things. So you can hit create a collection. This might be our men's watches collection, right? And you'd come down over here and hit manually select products. And as you hit save, now you have a men's watch collection, right? So all of your men's style watches you'll put in here. And then you hit add a product. and boom, there we go. There is our men's watch. Now, you might end up having women's watches collection, a dog's, a cat stuff, a tactical gear, whatever. Like, you'll have all sorts of different collections in here. This is just to show you how it's done really quickly, and there's more training on this. All right, now let's get back to our theme. So coming over here, we're going to click back on online store again. Look at the bottom left, online store. And we are going to hit customize our theme because we really want to customize this front page, right? How do you get products to show up here? How do you get products to show down here? Okay, very simple. Once you've added products to your Shopify store, you just come back to, let's say, your collection list, right? Here we go. We got left and we got right. And you click on the left one and you can hit select a collection. Now, it's going to pull up all of those Walmart aisles that we kind of use as an example that you set up. So here's men's watches. Boom. Check that out. Now it's going to load a really big photo of that watch right here, front and center. So for these two big things, you're going to want to put like your biggest hot selling niches. All right. So then over here, for collection number 2, you might put women's watches or whatever else you want. Same thing goes. The same thing goes for down here under featured collections. So you can go to featured collections and you can select any and all collections that you have, and it'll add the images and the products and the prices down there as well. So first things first, hey, you just simply need to, get your store set up with some products before you really mess around with all that stuff, okay? So you want to make sure that you get all that set up properly, you get products on your store, and you get them ready to rock, all right? So we've got this set up now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit save. Now what we're going to do is we are going to come over back to our Shopify store. You just click the big Shopify logo at the top left, and we can now preview our store, right? We can preview what it looks like, and now you'll see right here we have our collection. Somebody clicks on it, then it's going to take them straight to the watch where they can purchase it. And that's why on your home page you want to put your top sellers, okay? So that's it for this video. That's it for selecting your theme. Just so we just rerun through everything real fast. When you first open up Shopify, you're going to have this blank screen here with steps. You're going to come to online store. You're going to scroll down. You're going to hit free themes. You're going to find the supply theme is what I recommend. You're going to click it and you're going to add it. And once you add it, you're going to come over here and you're going to hit publish, okay? And then you can start going through and customizing it and adding products to it. So very, very simple. When you're just now getting started, I can understand if you're like, okay, I need to watch this video 2 or 3 times. That's why you're in this training, right? So make sure you go back and you watch it and rewind it and pause it and do whatever you need. And remember, we're here to help you. And you are on your way now to setting up an amazing Shopify and e-commerce store, and you're getting ready to crush it. So go ahead to the next video and I'll see you there.